Hello and welcome back. For today's video, we're actually going to run back the same deck as yesterday, but the way I would build it. So instead of running 4 copies of the 7 mana Jeskai Revelation, we're going to do it my way. We're going to run a lot of Shikos and build around that with a lot of great 2 and 3 drops that can be recycled off the Shiko. I already said yesterday, I think Helix into Starcade should be really good for the meta. Stargate should sweep up all sorts of low to the ground stuff, and then having Helix to combat some of the mono red aggro and Boros burn stuff, I think it's going to really shore up the weaknesses where the Starcade just doesn't do enough by itself. We got a couple Get Lost and a couple of Braids that can be recycled off the Shiko, either to kill like some Screaming Nemesis stuff or even some of the artifacts matchup. For this reason, with 1 Braid and 3 Shikos, I'm only going to put in 1 Ultima, which feels a little bit low for the Jeskai artifacts deck, but you know, maybe we can get there with a Braid and Shiko, and then we can save some more slots for Day of Judgment and even Split Up, which can be recast off the Shiko for your opponent's tapped creatures. Some stock ups for Shiko, some 3 steps ahead, a Meringue, a Whale Win Con. We got a little bit of everything in here. Let's do it. Let's play some best of 1 ranked top 200 or so Mythic Standard. Okie dokie. Prismao 717 says, how did you learn what to sideboard? Is there a program or website? I have never learned how to sideboard, although I probably should. We're on the draw. His hand looks pretty good. I'm open to this. Yeah, I just played best of 1 for a long time, and then dipped my toes into best of 3 at some point. How's the untapped land? So we just want, we really want Starcade on 3. We can get it. We probably need to get Helixed immediately. I think we will get the starting town down, just so you don't end up in any weird states. Just make sure we don't get Snakeskin Veiled. Yeah, I just started playing, and I have not watched any guides. Sometimes, let's see if they have another land to protect. They do. There's no stick at all, though, so they don't have anything. So we can just go for the Get Lost right now. Should resolve without a hitch. There's no stick at all. Don't need more land. Alright, and then, okay, it's an issue. But we can totally stock up here. Because they don't have any... Ooh, Starcade will be nice follow-up too. I want that. What are we doing on land? We got a lot of land in hand. That plus the next stock up seems good. This card's very good, but it itself does not spell lethal. Okay. The question is, do we split up or Starcade? I think we split up the Chocobo, so we'll kill all tapped creatures. Or we could do this instead. Okay, not too bad. Alright, feels like a split up here. Plus a stock up. We got blue open. Plenty of blue open. All untapped creatures. All untapped creatures. Huh, that's a lot of land. Okay. Not such a great stock up. Another must-kill threat. I like that. We do not have an answer. They tap out for the Druid. And now we really have to hope they don't have Snakeskin Veil. If we draw discard for 3 right now, we could definitely hit something relevant. Feels like we have to. Other option is to counter the Snakeskin Veil and hope they don't have 2. But what are these cards in hand? Are they not just both Snakeskin Veils? Two here, 3 to counter. Okay. Oh man, that's tricky. There's no guarantee we hit anything though. So we'll try to whale away the Hydra. And we hope they just have one Snakeskin Veil and not two. Opponent is not shy about it. 3 cards in hand. How many are Snakeskin Veils? It's a 32, 32. There's no stick. We might get away with this. Now there's stick. Nah? Okay. Cool. Counter that, take the draw. Alright, hanging in there despite that total whiff off the stock up. We don't need anything counterable. So you can probably go. That's a nice one. Four, we can't cast a Shiko anyway. So we're probably just going to counter this guy and draw discard again. How about no? Gosh, I guess you keep the Star Cage here. It's probably better than the next land, right? We're getting there. We're getting close. Elspeth. Okay. That's pretty good. Could start that train. I don't think they're killing her this turn. And we can still consult.
I welcome all allies.
Alright, I think we're doing okay. Oh, what does this card do? Enters my search life for a bird or basic land, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Whenever it attacks, +1 counter target creature. I've actually seen this card played. I know it's like part of some lists, or at least used to be, but I haven't actually seen it played yet. So we get this sucker, play it out. We're just gonna go dig 9 for a sweeper. If they want to blow a veil, we're happy to see that. No? Okay. Cool. Dig 9, grab 2. Shiko could get split up. Should be awkward, I guess, here. We could stock up as well. The meringue double balance is weird. They just get a bunch of stuff back, right? We're close to just killing them, though. Feels like I want the stock up. And even just like helixing the Chocobo could be the best thing here. If we take Shiko, we get back a stock up also, or helix. So let's go Shiko plus, probably Shiko plus stock up is good. Counterspell's nice as well. I think we are just zapping the, we're just trying to zap the Chocobo here. No Veil still. Can actually minus if we really want to. To be honest, this card doesn't do anything, right? Whenever it attacks, +1 counter target creature, then double number of counters. Okay, actually that is maybe an issue. Okay, opponent has had enough. Feel that. Nice, nice. 202 Mythic. So yeah, I haven't actually learned how to sideboard, but I will say sometimes in between games I'll look at untapped.gg and you can sort by matchups. So if I'm playing like Dimir midrange and I know I'm queued up against, you know, is it VV? I can use Untapped to sort by individual card win rates versus a specific matchup. So like versus VV, what are the best cards you can have either in hand or at any point in the game. And sometimes I use that to tailor my decisions between the best of 3. Because I don't have I'm playing a different deck every day, and I don't have like every matchup memorized, especially in best of 3. And then for like tournament stuff, usually I will try to read a guide and just Google the guide online. On Painland. And yeah, usually those are pretty detailed. They'll have like the 8 most played decks, and they'll say exactly, well, I sub out this and put in this. I try to read those too, and maybe sometimes I tweak it a little bit, but for the most part, those are probably people that are playing either better than me or just have played the same list over and over and over and just know the list better than me. Like, it's one of the problems with me entering these tournaments is that I don't actually prepare one deck, right? I play a different deck every day, so I don't actually see all scenarios with a certain deck. I don't see every combination. I don't see every, you know, edge case use of the cards. So if you're just preparing for tournaments, then you do actually get to see all that. Okay, I think I might just be helixing this guy now. I don't know what we'll do. If the next card is a Nemesis, we'll be a little sad. I'll be hoping for a sweeper. It's a Nemesis to the face. Lovely. Okay, Starcage not pulling its full weight here. We could definitely consult and try to hit a sweeper or a get lost in the top cards, because this is a big issue. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, I think we're consulting just for 3. I mean, we need something to go right here. It's a tough card to deal with. Top 3. No, none of these are very good. We need the get lost. If we go for the helix, we could just go. Oh gosh, that's rough. We could try to draw discard here, I guess. We're just almost straight up dead here. Versus the burn deck. Okay, we could helix this one. We'll take what we can get. Drop to 7. Ooh, tapped creatures be gone. How lovely. All tapped creatures. Alright, we get a little bit of breathing room. We're down to 7. Very likely still lose, but at least we have life gain turned on. If we top deck Shiko and get a helix, pretty happy with that. Could definitely lose right here. Okay, and that's game. Painful. Painful, painful, painful. Okay. You're not gonna win them all. Oh, that hurts. No, I didn't have fun. Oliver Borowski says, Dr. Ruckus, quote, "This is how I would change the deck. Proceeds to remove the heart and core of the deck, leaving only generic interactive spells." I don't think that's a very fair comment. I think I say verbatim, I'm about to remove the heart and core of the deck. I think you need to quote me on that part. It's not like I'm ignorant to the fact that I'm removing the heart and core of the deck. Heart and core of the deck is the 4 7-drops, and then also the weird, I forget, it's not Mind Splash Apparatus. They're like, go fetch any flash spell. Like, that is the heart and soul of the deck, and I'm very aware that I was gutting it. And then leaving only generic interactive spells. Yes, generic interactive spells tend to be pretty good. Everything you said is correct. I just feel like you're not crediting me with the level of awareness I have of the situation. On the draw with Day of Judgment and no white. No, I don't think this is it. If they're super slow, maybe. Okay. Better? A braid's more niche, right? I mean, early game. Maybe we do this, actually. Go for turn 3 stock up. And have some interactive spells, even if we whiff off the stock up. Okay. Untap land seems reasonable to keep. It's okay with me. They could definitely run Shard Mage to rescue. So we might fire off something here. I think it's the Glimmer for 3. I know that it's not going to deal as much damage as the Scavenger, but probably just take their ramp source. Opponent is passing and chilling. I think we take this opportunity to stock up. I guess they will flash. Is that card still in standard? Oh my gosh, I don't even know. Does anyone play this deck? There's the little flash draw engine card. Does that card still exist, or did it rotate out? Azorius Auras. I think maybe it did. I'm just checking real quick because it changed what we do here quite a bit. If that card still exists in standard, Entity Tracker, it does still exist in standard. All right, well that's obviously what they want to do. So we want to hold open, Get Lost here, I guess, or the counterspell. A little more efficient just to counter this guy. We'll fire that off. Down to 15. Yeah, they left, Alright, they're all tapped out on whites. This is a good chance to get lost here. They could run, like, Shore Up, but I'm not really thinking they're gonna do that, right? Again, let's just check the potential card list here. I think we're good to just get lost right now. Yeah, white is tapped out. I think you just go for it there. Okay, we're down to 10. We do get a stock up next turn. Okay, decent card. Day of Judgment is decent. We're not going to have really a way to exile the Innocents anyway. I mean, this is the most efficient next follow-up, right? And then just a Helix for another removal spell, I guess. Authority is interesting. Just as a way to take off some pressure. Again, they could have a... they could still have Shard Mage Rescue, so I'm going to fire this off while they're tapped out. Just make sure we get the life gain more than anything else. Comes back as enchantment. We don't have a good way to deal with that, per se. Create a 1/1, interesting. Okay, we'll stock up here. Let's see. A copy of another target creature. We're probably going to sweep next turn anyway, so we don't care too much about this. There's stick now for the most part. Split Up is nice, and Shiko is also nice. How good is Star Cage? And we definitely want the Shiko. They're going to play the Tamer. Could probably get away with Star Cage here instead, right? I don't think we need it this turn, so I think we're going to take some damage this turn. Come in tapped. They could always shelter away the Star Cage, so it's not an auto win. Let's see if they overextend any more into the Star Cage. Okay, good chunk of damage. Ow. Anything else? Nothing else. I guess Day of Judgment's a little bit better here because we can still Star Cage under a Shiko on a later turn. They flash in the Entity Tracker. We do still have the Helix open. Nope, nothing. Alright. So I think next we go Shiko stock up. Hope they whiff for a little bit. I doubt they have a counterspell. They could technically have one, so let's play this under No more lies. Nope, no stick at all. I think it's just stock up. Counterspell seems good. Even both counterspells seems pretty good. Do we even have double blue open? We do not this turn. That is painful. In general, I think both these are really good this stage, though. And hopefully we can just Lightning Helix any top decks here. I think if we survive this turn, I think we're about good to go now. Next Shiko is fine, but we'll just chill here. Counters for 3. Make a copy for 6 total. I think we just sit and wait. No rush on my part. Sure. I think we're very well set up at this point. But we can make a copy of the Shiko and just do another stock up, or like multiple Lightning Helixes. Artifact, creature, or enchantment opponent controls. We'll just do it this way. It would be good to leave open double blue if we could. We should be able to, right? Let's just manually tap like you or something. Still not leaving open double blue. Okay, now we technically have double blue open. Seems hard to lose from this position. You could bend something to get back with Shiko, but I'm not too pressed about it. I think one of you can get fired off. And technically this should do it. We're being a little greedy, but I don't think they have anything. Just cast back the last Helix. They could have something, but I'm just, for speed's sake, I'm assuming they don't. Okay, a little bit better than the last Boros one. Lucas Y7V9X says, I run a mono blue Mind Skinner mill deck. I think the Mind Skinner is like a blue or a blue weird card that whenever you would deal damage, you mill them for that many instead or something. Centers around keeping Mind Skinner hexproofed and get my Water Churn Monument on the field, and I have Homunculus Hordes to back up my Mind Skinner. Other than that, the rest of my deck is pure counters. I'm pushing into Mythic tomorrow. I'm excited. I haven't played in a few years. Last time I almost got Mythic, but I didn't quite get there with my Phyrexian Mono Black Poison Proliferation deck. I hope to see you out there. My magic handle is Ginger Demus. Ginger Demus. We're on the play. Mana looks good. Yeah, this looks good. That is interesting. That is... I'm glad you're having fun with it. That is the type of deck description that I probably would struggle with, because my MMR is going to be a bit higher than someone who's newer to the game. And you can... what do I think about this? It's pretty good with our hand. I think I'll keep that one. Casting back Helix or stock up is very decent. We'll do this in case we hit one more fast land off the top. I think we'll zap the Helix here. You can kind of wait for Star Cage, but it's not always good against them because probably jam the stock up right now, which I think I'm good to go for. A untap land would be good. The next Shiko. We're going to Shiko into stock up, right? And if they don't kill the Shiko, I guess next turn we'll hold up in a counter. And then turn after that, Shiko. We have double blue. We have double blue. Or we can just take the next Shiko, but we'll take the counter here. We'll see how this goes. Okay, they do nothing. So we get down the tap land. We hold the 3 steps ahead. Is this worth countering though? I don't really think so. Could just zap it with the Shiko Lightning Helix if we really want to. They do get to Kaito. Okay. I don't have a perfect answer to that yet.
Aha. Now I know your weakness.
I'm tempted to fire off a consult here. Just look for the get lost. It's not a very high hit rate chance. Otherwise we do nothing and they potentially kill or tap down the Shiko, attack with Kaito again. It's pretty rough. There's not a whole lot else we can do though. Oh, they get lost, wow. That's nice. Okay, I think that's the new play then. 1 mana open for Spell Pierce, we have double blue open.
Don't worry, I've got an exit strategy.
See, if you're new to the game, your MMR is low or close to 0 or something. Tidebender shut down the Shiko, I guess is what they would want to do here. Authority's interesting. This lets us hold up in 5 mana for 3 steps ahead. Authority's not that useful against them. Maybe a little bit of life gain here and there. It's not so bad. We got a lot of draw power in the deck too. Yeah, our MMR starts really low, so you can get away with running a little bit jankier decks when you first start playing Magic or haven't played in a couple years. I think otherwise you might really struggle to get to Mythic with the mill deck you described. Okay, so I think we chill until the Tidebender comes down. Okay, a little bit of pressure. Don't think it's worth countering. They'll probably burn both map tokens here. Could be next Kaito, I guess, for sure. Kaito Part 2. Yeah. But we do have the answer.
I've seen scarier things in a bowl of noodles. Your secrets didn't stay hidden for long.
So we Shiko, get back, get lost. If they have land counterspell, there aren't too many counters, then we start to get in trouble. They bin a Cecil, they take the card. They use the map token, so now it'd have to be land Spell Pierce specifically. There's the counterspell on top. 1 card lower than they needed it to be. Though I'm still not sure if they have that 5th land or not. They do, comes untapped. Okay, you got it. We'll run this out again. Go get the get lost. This guy's at what? He's at 4, yeah. Zap Kaito again. 2 down. Get lost is exiled, so that's the last time we get to do that. They can take 1 cage, but not both. And maybe they will use all their map tokens now while they can. They take 1 of our counters. What if they have... No, they can't have another bat. Lit up all map tokens. And kill the Shiko. Okay, and use the last map token. So I guess we'll just start cage and take that's a good card too. If we do that for 4 right now, we could very likely hit an untapped land. Or we can hold the counter for something they'd want to resolve on their turn. There's not a whole lot they want to resolve, though. I'm tempted to take the star charts here. We have to hit an untapped land. But it's pretty likely that we do. Let's make sure we auto-tap correctly. We do want double white open and double blue, I guess. Hold on. I guess it doesn't leave double white. I guess if we want to prioritize that, then we do want to do this. Just make sure we have double white open. Technically, we could leave starting town open, too. Nah, it's not worth it, right? We'll just do it this way. This is fine, this is fine. Okay. Untap land. Top 6. I think we get it with the mountain, right? Yep. And then Helix stock up. Feels like Helix is pretty good for us. Maybe just the next console, honestly. So we can use 3 steps ahead to copy these star cages now. Alright, they make sure that one gets in. Destroy all creatures and artifacts. Pretty awkward. What's our best answer to this thing? Giving back the bat is not so good. We could just kill this thing for now. Another main phase. Go get like a Helix. And the next consult. I think it's still good here. Land. I think we'll take the next consult still. Okay. Ultima looking awkward. Creature land showing up. You do get to draw a card. So now they actually have the counterspell open, which is too bad. That's interesting. All artifacts and creatures with mana value 2 or less. Okay, so we should be able to 3 steps ahead pretty successfully. On their end step, basically, so I think we can do nothing here. And if they flash in, if they flash in the 2/2, we just copy the star cage. They know we have 3 steps ahead. Okay, so they play around that. So we need at least 2 mana open here. It's 4 mana to copy. We could go for the draw discard. We hope they don't have double counter spells, but they might not. Dead Judgment's pretty good. I think we could bin Ultima at this point. It's just very awkward against what they have, right? Plus double Day of Judgment's not so bad. Tidebend, the activated ability. But we do have the Day of Judgment follow-up. Draw a card. Anybody else coming down? No, because they want the counterspell. They can play 1-drop here if they want to. That's a good card. I think you keep that one. We could counter this, which is weird, but otherwise they draw 2, right? Which is not so good. They can power up the Reef and mill out the Regent, but we don't have a great way to stop that anyway. Yeah, so they mill top 4. We do lose the Regent off the top, which is too bad. Also mill 3 lands, though. Maybe it's not the end of the world. Drawing another card. Get Lost can finally kill the Enduring Curiosity. It's probably worth it. They likely want to flash on the Drowner this turn, I guess. We don't have a great way to deal with the creature lands, though, either. Do we just kill the Curiosity here? Then they get a Drowner and the Reef, hit for 6. Then we're in a little bit of a bind. We just don't have a good way to deal with the Curiosity. We need to be on the offensive. We need to get Shiko back and just hit him in the face a bunch. Could also do something weird like sack the Star Cage and make a blocker. I think we're killing the Enduring Curiosity this turn. Only you. Could definitely flash another cat too. $35 cards left. I think ideally we get Lost on Instep. I do wonder how many counterspells they have, though. At this point, the double counter would be a little bit painful. The double Phantom Interference in the top 30 cards. It's getting realistic. Okay. Flash, cat, 3-mana open. No double counter then. Elspeth. Destroy. Shiko. Day of Judgment for 4. We still can't Shiko. We don't have enough mana to do it all. Feels like we need the Shiko, though. Even just Shiko Lightning Helix, I think turns the game a little bit on its head a bit. I think it's got to at least be you. And maybe Elspeth. I think it's probably just too good to ignore. 26 cards left versus 34. We do need to find a way to victory. Okay. Another Drowner. Some removal spell for the Shiko. Keep attacking, keep drawing, probably. Tap down. Kaito. The third Kaito coming in.
Bet you didn't expect to see me here.
Did I expect to see you? I guess not. I don't know. We've seen a lot of cards. It's tough though. How many get lost do I have? 0 in the deck, 1 in exile, 1 in grave. Okay. Elspeth make 2 blockers. Hope he can't kill all of them. Next turn we could sack the Star Cage and get more Star Cage tokens per turn, which would be interesting. Oh, another Tidebender. They do, okay. So we have to sweep if we want to keep Elspeth alive. We could try the Restless Anchorage. Assume they have no more removal spells in hand. It's probably a little bit suspect, right? Sorcery Speed, Trajectory, 1 Bitter Triumph, 3 Shoot the Sheriffs. Yeah, they probably have more Shoot the Sheriffs in hand. So if we really want Elspeth a lot, we can't protect Elspeth though, because they have the creature land too. Okay, so we're losing Elspeth here no matter what. So I guess we might as well attack down Kaito. It's pretty bad. Feels like this is about the end of the game. I don't think we're really going to come back from here.
Just have to survive.
Split up on top. It's not really more useful than Day of Judgment. And they're probably just going to go Reef, maybe attack. I don't think it really helps our hand too much. Okay, I think it's close to the game. We don't really have a good way to deal with Kaito, unless we top deck another Shiko. 10 damage could also go face. If they have plenty of removal spells, they could go that path. Nope. Getting low on cards. Okay, I think this is about the game. Stock up would have been nice. Shiko is now on top of the deck, which is interesting.
This is not the end.
I've got you beat 6 different ways.
So we can just Helix the Kaito. If we go for the Anchorage first, for a total of 3-4 mana, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We actually don't have enough to get under the counterspell. We have to Shiko instead.
So hard.
I think if we use the Mistrise Village, they probably blow 1 or 2 get lost on it this turn. Could also tap it down. It's an okay blocker against the Tidebender. I think I'd rather get what little value we can out of it. I mean, I think we're going to lose 1 or 2 creatures here to shoot the Sheriff. I don't think many, if any, are surviving. Maybe shoot the Anchorage and then tap down the Shiko and keep pushing damage. Like 7, 8, 9 damage next turn. It's going to be very tough to get out of this. I mean, it's basically impossible. I don't think we're winning this game. Drowner on 1 of them. Went to the Anchorage, okay. So we don't get to attack, we don't get the little map token value. And I still think they're sitting on more shoot the Sheriffs. I think so, yep. Equivalent, Bitter Triumph, sure. We're just about out of cards. Could top deck a stock up. To get from here to lethal, if we stock up into a whale, and they don't have too many removal spells for the whale. I mean, that's probably a game right there. Maybe that's a potential way out. Copy the whale, have a lot of threats, but probably too little against the number of cards they've drawn this game. That will take the Day of Judgment. We can still Star Cage into Day of Judgment and have 2 mana to pay for a single counterspell, but not multiple. And they still have at least 1 Reef to power up. If they top deck another untapped land, they have both Reefs to power up. Very close to dead here. Okay, must be this. Okay. Delaying the inevitable. Okay, opponent has 7 cards in hand. I think this is our last turn of the game. Even stock up into whale is not good against the Death Touch creature. And they can't mill themselves out. We have no way to mill them out from here. We could use Star Cages to make a single blocker. They should still have at least 1 more Shoot the Sheriff in hand at this point. Opponent trying to discard here. Okay, I mean, we're about done. Alright. Maybe my turn. Still has a discard hand size. Holy boy. It's a good one for the viewer experience. It's actually the stock up, for what it's worth. How far this gets us? Not very far. They should still be able to win off double Reef. Reef for 5 damage, Reef for 4 damage. And there's the whale, but it is too late. It's too late. I think we'll scoop on this. I think we've exhausted all options pretty much. You could technically take the monastery draw, but I just don't think there's really anything to be done at this point. I think the game was over a while ago. And we stuck around just because, but I don't think we can actually come back from this point. So we'll go ahead and scoop, and that'll be the end of the video. Kind of a sucky finish, but this is the kind of game you would cut if you didn't want to show these kinds of games. But I think if you're subscribed to the channel, you're here to see the losses too. And sometimes you take long, painful losses, and that's just how it goes. So I'm not going to cut it. We'll leave it in as usual. Okay. So we went probably like 2-2 today versus 4-0 yesterday. Does that mean the other version is superior? No, it means we only played for an hour each day, and sometimes things shake out your way and sometimes things don't. I still like the deck. Yeah, I mean, I still like Helix and Starcage. I still think it's very good. It's unfortunate the one game against the Boros deck, they just had double Nemesis, which is tough. Like, we didn't get to have any early Starcage or like Helix to come back late into like the Shiko thing. I think we did pretty well against the mono green matchup. The Dimir one's probably tough for us in general. Because they have a nice blend of creatures at different mana values that Starcage and Day of Judgment may or may not hit. Plus only 2 copies that get lost, which isn't that bad with Shiko. Like, it's technically 5 copies. Maybe I guess just 4 copies that get exiled. So you can deal with Kaito there too. So it's not like it's terrible, but yeah, it definitely did not go our way. I think the biggest issue was the cat. Having no way to deal with the cat once it comes down and not enough pressure to close out the game is probably very tough for this deck. So whatever, I still had fun. I enjoyed it both today and yesterday. This is what I would run if I was trying to win as many games as possible over a large sample size. But yeah, anyway, that's it for today. You can like and subscribe and leave a comment. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.